Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video, and in this video we are going to talk about the latest chain battle to come to Dbz Dokkan Battle Global, and that is the chain battle against Piccolo. So as always, we have some advantageous categories: Heavenly Events, Revenge, and Bond of Master and Disciple. Of course, there are advantageous characters as well: Garlic Jr., Lord Slug, Nappa. Kind of a mixed bag for Extreme, but then mainly Kid Gohans and Super Saiyan Gohan Youths for the Super side. So the Super side is going to be a lot easier to put together. Not only will the Kid Gohans and Super Saiyan Gohan Youths kind of share a decent linkage, but across the board it's probably just more options to choose from. On the Extreme side, you're going to be better off choosing Cell or Cooler or Frieza, but we'll get to that just now. In terms of missions, the stock standard, obviously do chain battle as many times as you can, send a nice, edit your supporters, and then obviously we want to make sure that we hit the score totals and the score targets. Remember, there's a couple stones to earn from this. We're looking at 14, 15 stones, we're looking at Kais, we're looking at stickers, so there's plenty of things that you can earn from explosive chain battle, along with, of course, also the additional treasures that you can use, and also your rankings going to give you special treasures which you can use for high level gear. Now to get onto the supporters, obviously like I said, in terms of the super side, it's a little bit easier. You're going to be mainly aiming for Kid Gohans, you're going to be aiming for Super Saiyan Gohans, anything like that along those lines are generally going to be your best bet. Obviously there are some red characters like Kami in that, but I don't suggest throwing them into the mix. So preferably you're just going to want to go with Gohans, Kid Gohans, Super Saiyan Kid Gohans, and then if you can't really get that mixed bag, maybe throw in some more youth Super Saiyans that will link up with the Gohans you already have. Try and refrain from choosing Piccolos, Kamis, things like that. They're going to mainly just throw out your link set. Unless of course you've got nothing else, then you can just go for something like that. But that's pretty much it on the super side. Obviously there's a couple options, there's a couple free-to-play options that you can use, so we'll definitely pick up those when we can. But of course, we are basically just trying our very best to organize a good set of supporters for our friends. Remember, this has no bearing on your score whatsoever, but obviously it's to help out your friends, and you want to help out your friends because as much as your overall ranking matters, obviously an important part of this entire process is that you also help out your friends so that you can all get a high score. You all want to get 100 and something million. If everyone just keeps their supporters to themselves, no one's going to get high scores. So do your best, set your supporters as best you can. Then on the extreme side, like I said, it's a little bit more difficult because there's the Nappas and the Garlic Juniors. They don't really link so well with a lot of other units, and there's not really enough of them to fill out the entire set here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to either choose cells, mainly cell units, or what you can do is you can go for things like freezers and coolers. I suggest going the cell route. It's a much better process. If you are looking at metal coolers or freezers, you can go with something to what I've put here, which has a lot of free-to-play units in it, but I don't suggest that. I do suggest that you move to cell units. I will be changing my units after this video to cell units, just because they generally link a bit better and they have higher stats and there's better options there. This all cooler, metal cooler thing, yeah, it's got good links, but it's not really what you want to roll with. So there we go. In terms of supporters, that's kind of what you're looking for. Now, of course, we get into the meat of it, the actual chain battle. So from the chain battle side, remember we need to choose an attacker and 2 link sets. So for attacker, the best free-to-play option will be the physical LR Gohan from the SBR and the ESBR stages. Of course, it's going to be somewhat difficult to get him, so we will show some other options a bit later. You then want to choose the party that has the most Gohans in it, and you want to choose your best Gohan you have that is a red unit to be used as your link. Remember, you can check your link score like I did there to see whether you are doing better or worse than last time. This obviously doesn't take into account things like stats and rainbows and all of that, but at least shows you how your links are doing. So now that we've checked everything and we're ready to go, you will see that we've chosen a mainly cell team. and we're going to proceed onwards. So we'll take on Piccolo here. As always, I suggest knocking the speed down to 1x speed. This will help you because it's going to enable you to get a better look at who's zoning in and who you're going to be able to select from, and just kind of slow things down a little bit and give you time to react. I always suggest moving to 1x speed, and you'll see here we obviously either want to get 3 Super Saiyan Gohans or we want to pick up 3 perfect cells. Those are generally the linking options you want to get. Preferably you want Gohans. Here we get very lucky, we managed to get 3 Gohans. Bing bang boom, you want to choose them as quickly as possible. That's going to also increase your score. Once you've done that, you can speed up the process again to 2x. It's not necessary anymore. And then you'll see your unit fire super attack, and hopefully you will get a high score. We're going to get a very, very solid 106 million here, which is obviously quite good. There we go, 106 million. So very, very good. Obviously we cleared out all of our score height goals. We cleared out all the 100 million, 90 million, 80 million, 70, all those goals immediately done. First attempt, very, very good. Obviously helps us, means we're not too stressed for the rest of the process, and we can just do the attempts we need to do. Obviously want to try and push that score higher to rank higher so that I can get more rewards from the ranking rewards. Remember, ranking rewards don't drop stones, they only drop gear and Morkais. So don't need to panic too much about ranking for stones, but you do want to get those points totals. Now, just to briefly touch on Attacker, obviously we use the free-to-play ESPR and SPR Gohan, but he's actually quite difficult for a lot of players to get, especially brand new players. You're probably better off maybe using something like the Strength SS2 Gohan. He's a solid option. You can get him with tickets. You probably have picked him up on a general pool banner. He's a red advantageous character, and he has easy A stats, and he's an easy A as well. And then obviously if you don't want to go with that Gohan, you can also look at a unit like the SS2 LR Gohan. Some of you may have picked up recently from some of the banners. He's also an exceptional unit and obviously meets the criteria. But that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments how you're doing in Chain Battle, and as always, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. But until then, take care and bye.